What's going on, guys? Kyle Johns here. Got Josh on the call today. We're going to be doing a couple follow-up calls, a couple cold calls, and actually trying to get a long time ago lead back on the phone to see if they have fixed their probate issues. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Josh, are you muted over there?
Am I?
Well, not yet.
No, let me go ahead and mute now?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, my name is Kyle Johns. I'm calling about the property on Vere Road.
Yes.
All right, you spoke with one of my partners, Steve, recently. And hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, but there's a lot of background noise there.
Okay, does that sound a little better?
Oh, much better.
All right. Yeah, you spoke with my partner, Steve, I guess a couple days back, and we were looking at just trying to get a little bit more information on the property. He had a couple notes here about, needs work, kitchen, maybe in the bathroom, some carpet, stuff like that.
Yes.
I just wanted to see if you could help me elaborate a little bit on that.
All right. There was a roof leak. I had a new rubber roof put on, so the master bedroom hardwood floor buckled. I'm sure it must be repairable, but I have not pulled up the rugs. The bathrooms need tile work because I had put in new fixtures. And let's see, the kitchen I tore it down because I was going to put ceramic tile on the floor. Most of the floor is already covered in cement board.
Okay.
The basement got destroyed because the gas company shut the gas off in the middle of the winter, and I didn't find out until I got a big water bill. The pipes froze. So that's the damage to the basement.
Okay, so plumbing
it needs shingles in the front.
Gotcha. So the plumbing needs to be repaired. I'm guessing.
I repaired the plumbing. It's just that all the holes in walls and ceilings and stuff in the basement.
Gotcha.
Now there's a corner property. It's a twingle, which is a single in the corner, and the garage was closed in, and the basement is commercial. So it's worth more than the houses are, even though the real estates do not say, because it's an investment property.
Okay.
So 4 bedroom and 2.5 bath on the first and second floor, and a half a bath in the basement.
Okay. So let's see, just to make sure I have this right. The master bedroom would need some new flooring. We would need to. Did you end up fixing the roof leak?
It leaked. It would need repainting because it's got a new roof.
It does have a new roof.
Yes.
Okay. So it's paint. What about the flooring through the rest of the property? How is that looking?
Well, they look fine, but they're all covered in rugs. I imagine they're all hardwood.
Okay.
I can't tell for sure. The floor would be tiled also because that was stripped out. That's the entrance between the living room and the dining room.
Gotcha. And then you said you started updating or working on some of the bathrooms, but they could use a little bit more work?
Yes, tile work.
Okay. As far as windows, what are we looking at there?
The windows are original windows to the building. They're metal with storm windows.
Okay. Gotcha. Did you put a number to some of these repairs, or is this just stuff you were looking at getting to?
I just want to sell it as is.
Okay. All right. Was this a rental property for you, or is this something that you were living in, or what?
It was for a rental, yes.
All right. Gotcha.
I had a real estate over there, and I didn't start the listing yet. If something doesn't happen soon, I will. And they're going to list it for about $220.
right. Now, as far as like back taxes, liens, judgments, are we all good there?
All clear.
All right. Well, that gives me a little bit better understanding. I also saw some notes that you do have some other properties.
Yes, I do.
Are you looking to liquidate those as well?
At the right price, yes.
Okay. I mean, I can take a look at this one. Would you want to give me those addresses so I can start taking a look at those, or?
Oh, I'd like to start with this one first to see what kind of offers you give me.
Okay.
And it is 8400 Varee Road. That's Varee and Surrail corner property.
Okay. Sounds
If you
good.
want to make an appointment to look inside, you'd have to give me a call, and we set a date up on that.
All right. What are some good times for you?
Well, sometime next week would be good, because I'm going to be going away.
All right. All right. Sounds good. We'll go ahead and look into this one and get back in touch with you. Should we call next week, or what would be the best time?
Well, the sooner the better, like I said. The next week would be fine.
All right. Sounds good. I appreciate your time, and we'll be back in touch.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. Wasn't too bad.
Nope.
That way I can get a little bit better understanding here. What needed to be done. All right.
So explain to me like what you're thinking now, like as far as money wise and next move and.
Well, basically, with this specific property, they had already contacted the seller and put in these notes, but this was the repairs. You can see this right here that they put in.
Yeah.
And it didn't give me enough to be able to even tell if I wanted to go take a look at the property. I'm really like to try to, keep my time. So, I'm not going to drive all the way there, 45 minutes, take a look at this property when we're not even ballpark close to what, he's going to take as a cash offer. So, I wanted to get a little bit more information on what exactly needed to be done. And now what I'll do is I'll go back in, reevaluate it. This was my first, go ahead and, we pulled comps here. And I'll go back in, reevaluate it with the repairs that are needed, and soft pass, make an offer on what we would have to come in at, and if he didn't accept it, then I would shoot for maybe talking to him about some other properties, and we'll just take it one by one.
Gotcha.
So clearly he's an investor, he knows what he's doing, but sometimes they are looking to quickly sell, depending on their position and what they're looking at doing. So we'll go ahead, let's see. I'm just going to edit this to comp again. And see, I can already tell we're pretty far off. He said he would list it for around 220. I have repairs in at 30,000. That was just a ballpark figure on what it would take.
Yeah.
And without knowing anything, but based off the initial information, and that puts our offer at 120. So I can already tell you right now, we're not even close to where he's going to want to be. But that doesn't mean it's not a deal, If you don't make offer, you don't do deals.
To me, it sounded like he kind of like rushed you to, because he was like, I'm gonna leave, the sooner the better, da da da, I don't know.
Right. So I'll just switch that up. And since it's pretty late today, go ahead and add that in for tomorrow. Next call is going to be a lease option type call. Let me see here. Let's see, I believe it's this guy. So I don't know if you were on the call, but we talked to this guy on one of the calls. Tried to call him yesterday, got no answer, so we're going to give him a call back. Looking to move. I believe it's owner occupied, and he has rented it before, I believe.
You have reached the voicemail box of 2.
All right, I left him a voicemail yesterday, so I'm going to skip today. Let's see if we can get some good news from Devin.
Hello.
Hey, you're live. What's up?
I was calling about a property on Lehigh Street.
Okay.
He rejected 17K.
Yes.
And what are you looking to get?
He's looking to get in the high 20s. I think that's overpriced.
How the block look?
Block's good. Did you take a look at all the pictures?
Yeah, it don't look like they still the price, but it's still like I need like 10K in work.
Yeah, it just needs to be spruced up a little bit. I mean, it's not terrible. So.
Four bedroom, one and a half bath.
Mm-hmm. Well, 4-bedroom, 1 bath, 1 legal bath. The half bath that wouldn't pass code, but.
What's that? We talking about high 20 to like 28, 29, or we talking about 24, 25?
Frank talked to him, and I believe it was low 30s to high 20s is where the lowest they could get him, but he said he wouldn't take an offer unless we came out to see the property. So I mean, I'll go take a look at it if you think it's worth it in that area. Maybe call the realtor for Amir.
Yeah, definitely, because I'll send it to him because I'm thinking they just put a shitty one for
Devin.
21. Yeah.
You're live.
Oh. Well, look, they just bought a regular one for 21. So I'm gonna say, and that was only a 3-bedroom. So as long as we get him like at 24, we should be able to get it. It's not really big, but it'd be like a $3,000 check, $4,000 check, something like that.
All right. Well, yeah. Give them a call and see what they're paying in that area. If it only needs a little bit. And
all right. Because
I'll take a look at it on Thursday.
I'm gonna run this at you now, and I'll touch you.
All right.
All right.
That was just a deal that he was looking at for us.
Okay.
All right, so this next call again is going to be a woman that she's already taken a look at our information. She had a couple questions. Got her on the phone yesterday. and she couldn't talk. So.
All right.
Hello?
Yes, hi, this is Kyle Johns. I called yesterday in reference to your property that we had been in
Yes.
contact with you about.
Yes.
Yeah, and I caught you at a bad time. Is now a better time for you?
I can speak with you, yes.
Okay. I had noticed, I mean, Frank had told me that you had a couple questions about our agreement.
Mm-hmm. I was just concerned with, basically if at the end of the 2-year option, if it did not go through, then would I be responsible to give the tenant buyer anything at all? If it was,
Absolutely
for whatever
not.
reason.
Nope, nothing. If they do not perform, and go through with purchasing the house, you are not responsible for, they lose the entire option deposit. They lose everything. If we do a security deposit, they'll lose that, and you're not responsible for anything on their behalf.
It's just that some of my concerns just wasn't listed in black and white, so that's what I was concerned with. And I was also in the impression that they were going to be responsible for all of the repairs and maintenance, and then I saw that it would be only up to $500. So I didn't know if at that time the home warranty would kick in.
Well, the way that works is because usually with our contracts, we do not make them pay a security deposit. What we do is we have them responsible for up to $500 a month in anything that happens. So, if you're, toilet clogs or you have a leaky faucet or anything like that, we want them to go ahead and step in the shoes of a homeowner and be able to fix that without having to call you. So, saving you the landlord headaches for the minor issues that, your everyday issues with owning a property. If something major were to happen where, for instance, a limb fell through the roof, well, then they would cover up to $500, and then yes, whatever policy or whatever you chose to cover that would have to kick in. And the reason for that is because it is they are renting with the option to purchase the property. So during the rental period, they're still considered tenants. So like I said, we do want them to be more responsible for the minor day-to-day issues, but if something major were to happen, then yes, it would fall back on the homeowner.
So who's purchasing the home warranty?
Well, during the home warranty would have to be whoever the homeowner, the current homeowner is until they purchase the property.
Okay.
And then they would have, of course, rental insurance, and it's really up to you on how, if it's your property, up to you on how you want to handle them as tenants during the time that they are, renting with their option to purchase.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to think of all the questions that I had for what I had with Frank.
Well, if you want to, if I caught you off guard, if you want to, just get them together and give me a call back, I mean, that would be perfectly fine.
How long can I call you?
Tonight I'm going into a meeting at 8:30,
Mm-hmm.
but anytime tomorrow and for the rest of the week, I mean, I'll be,
Okay.
anytime.
One other question that's questioning me right now is, so basically what you're saying is if I enter this contract and if the tenant buyer does not go through with the contract, I am held blameless, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, and that can be stated on the contract?
If that would, yeah, absolutely. If that's something that, you wanted added in, then we could talk to our attorneys and we can have that put in for you. That wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, and what's the turnover rate for this year? But once a contract is signed, then you'll start pursuing and looking for tenants?
Right, yeah. We just call it our lease
Okay.
option memo, and it gives us the right to be able to market your house to our tenant buyers as well as the public to attract other tenant buyers as well.
So all you're doing is marketing, and I still have the right. I guess you're doing credit checks and things of that nature, and I still have the right to decide if these are the individuals that I want to go into an agreement with. So all the power remains with me.
Absolutely. I mean, the way that yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And based on what you said in this conversation, I will not be collecting a security deposit or anything of that nature.
We can work with you on that if that's a deal killer for you. Then what we usually do is we would collect the option fee and pay you just a non-refundable option or non-refundable amount out of that. So it's not technically considered a security deposit. It's just money in your pocket to help cover what would be the security deposit.
I see. And all of this is handled online?
Everything that we do, all of what is handled online?
The paperwork, the signing of the agreements?
Well, we can do it both ways. I can do it completely virtual, or we can have the paperwork filled out in person. We take care of all, like I said, all of the credit, the background. We take care of all the paperwork, all the pre-screening. It can be, like I said, it can be done virtual, or I can do it in person for you.
Okay. And you want all the homes that you're considering to be move-in ready, is that correct?
Most of the time, the properties that we work with for the lease purchasing, they are move-in ready. In the past, we have done, handyman special type deals where the tenants will move in. But if that's the case, then we usually have to give some type of incentive as far as a month or two off of rent, which allows them to put work into the property to get it to where it needs to be. Is this property move-in ready?
My property, I only have one property that's not move-in ready.
Okay.
But yeah, I have 3 properties that are move-in ready.
Okay.
And the 4th one I have is would be considered, I guess, a handyman special.
Okay. I'm not
something
sure.
To that effect.
Is this the property I don't have the information in front of me. Which property were you considering doing the lease purchase?
The one I was speaking with Frank about in regards to is located in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. It's at 455 Chestnut Street.
Right. Okay. Yep.
And then there's one in Reading at 176 West Green Street.
Okay,
and the one that's a handyman special is in Schwenksville on Cemetery Lane.
Okay, yep. I'm looking at your file now. I got it right here. Okay, well, let's just start with the one in Pottstown, and if you can think of any other questions or anything like that, definitely give me a call.
Alrighty.
Other than that, all you would need to do at this point is sign the memo and get it back to us, and we would just need pictures of the property, and we can go ahead and get the marketing out for you.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Bye
Bye. That was a pretty solid call right there.
Yeah, it was.
That was a lot of explaining.
Basically, like whenever I was talking to you about the two-step process.
Yeah, that's the follow-up.
That would be considered, yes, the follow-up and just answering any questions and overcoming any objections that the seller has.
Okay.
And that takes.
She wanted to basically make sure that a lot of liability would not be on her. So that was that.
Well.
Or that she got, like, if they weren't to finish out the contract, that was like her main question, I feel like.
Right. Is it going to come back on me? And there's nothing really to come back on her, other than the fact that she would not sell her property. Right.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, different homeowners have different questions and different objections, and so you know that part of this business really just comes with um, time and being able to talk through that. But
Yeah.
you don't need to do that right off the bat. You know, that's why you work with people, or you know, someone like us that's going to, you do the initial call and you start learning that part of the business, and as you do the calls you'll get better at explaining, you know, situations like that.
Yeah.
So let me see.
Hey, I feel like you just talked so much you worked up an appetite.
You're Ryan. Um, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think my friend understands that we are live. But anyway, the next call is going to be
Old B-Ryan in the background.
Melvin Williams, which is a customer that we talked to a long time ago. He has a multifamily property. It was in probate, so we're going to check on it and make sure and see if they have got that all figured out.
Who is this guy?
We locked his property up under contract a while back, but they were having issues with getting it released out of probate, and
Okay.
we tried to help them get it out, and it's owned by a lot of different, or a lot of family members have their hands in the pot, so it was getting a little complicated, and
Y'all just gave it some time to try to sort itself out.
right, could be sold, could be not, you know, we'll check it.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, may I speak with Melvin, please?
Is this Melvin?
Melvin, how you doing? This is Kyle Johns. We spoke probably about 6 months ago about your property on Germantown Ave.
Oh, yeah. How you doing, Carl? How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm still, I'm a little weak now. I got sick, so.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Um,
Well, yeah, we were just circling back about the property and just seeing if you guys ever got everything sorted out, or where you stood.
no, we never got everything sorted out. It's still in probate.
Still in probate.
It's still in probate.
All right. Do you have an estimated time frame when I should call back, or give it a couple more months?
Hold on one second. Let me get your telephone number, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, you still there?
Yep.
Okay, my brother's name is Sheldon Williams,
All right.
and his number is 267.
Hello, Melvin. You cut out on me there. I got 267.
Okay, you still there? Okay. Lord.
Hold on 1 second. What can I get? I'm gonna call you right back with his number, okay?
All right.
What number do you want me to call you on?
You can call me on this number. It's the 215
215
650
650
7761.
7761. Okay, give me a second. I'll call you right back.
All right. Thank you, Melvin.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's pretty solid. So still waiting on it, and I already have a buyer lined up for it, so that could be a good little deal.
Yep.
All right. So that actually, since everyone picked up, put me at about my time limit for today. We're gonna pass on calls. That's okay with you?
Absolutely.
So we'll hit it tomorrow pretty hard with all the cold calls, get that done. But yeah, that was pretty successful calls right there. Oh, we got Melvin coming in right here. Hey, Melvin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, I got a pen?
I do.
Okay. 267.
Okay.
Okay, and it's 7 o'clock, right? I forget what time he gets off of work. I guess a good time to call him is in between 5 and 6.
Between.
Try to get in touch with him or leave a voicemail.
All right. Let me see.
He usually answers his voicemails.
Call between 5 and 6.
He's the executive of the property, and he has been taking it out of probate yet, and he divided it amongst the family yet.
Okay.
And we've been waiting for him to do that, and maybe if you talk to him, you can help him along on the decision on. We already decided to sell. You probably can give him some pointers for how to sell or get it.
Well, yeah,
could help.
we can help you guys get it out of probate to where, we can go ahead and get the property sold. So.
Okay. All right, you can mention that to him too. Give him a call in between, what's the name? 5 and 6.
I'll give him a call tomorrow between 5 and 6.
Yeah, and if you don't get him, leave a voicemail and tell him who you are and what you can do for him. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot for calling back.
Yeah, thank you, Melvin. Feel better.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we're clear. All right, so that's pretty solid. Pretty excited about that. But all right, so yeah, we'll go ahead and hit some cold calls tomorrow. Come back to it. But it's gonna go ahead and be it for today, guys. Again, if you've not joined our Facebook group, do that. Daily Real Estate Mastermind. Get on there. All of these replays are put on there, as well as some other videos that we put out. And we can go ahead and get you tapped in with Gil and Steve as well. Any questions, comments, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.